CBS Y&R Monday Full Update May 4, 2026. Welcome back to our channel, besties. Today is an absolutely glorious day to spill some massive Genoa City tea. And I am so ready to dive into the madness with you all. You guys, I am deceased. Stop what you are doing right now. I am literally shaking. Wait, we need to talk about this now because my soul has actually left my body and I am currently floating somewhere above my ceiling fan in a state of pure, unadulterated shock. I am filming this while I am literally running errands, holding an iced coffee that is entirely melting all over my hand and dripping onto my steering wheel because I genuinely cannot process the sheer audacity of what just went down on our screens. I am hyperventilating right now. Send help. Besties, be for real right now, because the writers have officially chosen violence and I am the primary victim of this narrative assault. I was mid-skincare routine when I watched this, and I legitimately smeared a charcoal face mask all over my pristine white rug because I had to yeet my phone across the room in absolute terror. I am physically vibrating from the stress. My brain is buffering. Okay, wait. I need to breathe. We are not just watching this show, we are invested. I am personally offended by the choices these people are making, and we are spilling all the tea right now. Let's start with the absolute dumpster fire that is Kane Ashby, because he is officially on my do not proceed list. I am so done with this man. Basically, we all know Kane has been pulling the most unhinged, manipulative stunt of the century by holding his bone marrow hostage. Straight up using Malcolm Winter's life-threatening aplastic anemia as a bargaining chip to extort Lily for control of Chancellor Winters, which is honestly so unhinged. Who does that? You are literally bargaining with a dying man's life. And for what? A corner office and a fancy title. Genuinely, the absolute sheer villainy of it all is sending me into a spiral. But wait, hold on, I should have mentioned this earlier, but Lily is already at her absolute breaking point because her twins, Charlie and Maddie, were in a match. And Kane swoops in like some twisted savior. And just when you think Kane is going to get away with this diabolical blackmail scheme, the universe, and by the universe, I mean the legal system of Genoa City, steps in and says, "Not today, Satan." So picture this, we are at the Genoa City Athletic Club, which is basically the epicenter of everyone's trauma at this point. Seriously, the GCC needs an on-site therapist. Lily is standing there, probably already emotionally destroyed, trying to figure out how to save her uncle without handing over her entire family legacy to her lying, scheming ex-husband. And suddenly, the police just roll up, legit, actual cops, and Christine Romalotti, who is having the busiest week of her entire life, serves Kane with a literal arrest warrant. I screamed. I legitimately screamed into my pillow. Kane gets handcuffed right there in the middle of the GCC, the absolute public humiliation of it all. Lily is standing there, watching the only man who can save Malcolm get put in metal bracelets, and she is horrified. She literally gasps, "Oh my God, this can't be happening." And honestly, same, Lily, same, because if Kane goes to jail, what happens to the stem cell surgery? I am genuinely spiraling over the medical logistics of this. But wait, it gets worse, because Kane Ashby has the absolute nerve, the straight-up audacity, to look at Lily while he is in handcuffs and tell her not to worry. Not to worry. Bestie, you are being escorted out by the Genoa City Police Department. He literally says, "I'll get Amanda to bail me out. I promise you I'll be in New York." Did I say that yet? Ugh, my brain is mush. Moving on, but seriously, how can he be so calm? He is treating an arrest warrant like a minor traffic delay. He is basically acting like he just missed a dinner reservation, not like he is facing serious criminal charges that could entirely derail a life-saving medical procedure. I am genuinely spiraling over his choices. I am personally offended by his lack of panic. Lily's face is just a mask of pure terror because Malcolm's time is running out, and Kane is acting like he has all the time in the world, manifesting a total dumpster fire for Kane's legal defense by the next update, because he deserves it. Wait, I'm glitching. Okay, back to the main event. Because while Kane is getting hauled off to the slammer, there is a whole other layer of cinematic mayhem happening right across the room at the GCC bar. Seriously, what is in the air conditioning at the athletic club? Is it laced with pure chaos? I swear the lighting in that place just makes everyone act completely out of pocket. And don't even get me started on the vibes of the ambient jazz music playing in the background while people's lives are falling apart. It is so dystopian anyway. Let me set the scene for you. Diane Jenkins and Victor Newman are sitting at the bar, having drinks. Yes, you heard me. Diane and Victor, the dynamic duo of vengeance. They are literally plotting Jack's downfall, and I am totally living for it. Let's backtrack for a second. I missed a step. Diane caught Jack with Patty Williams on a boat, and then she caught him with Nikki Newman. Diane is fully in her villain era, and I support women's wrongs, okay? So she is sitting there with Victor, the mustache himself, and they are probably manifesting Jack's absolute ruin. Diane is sipping her drink, probably feeling like an untouchable queen of revenge, looking absolutely flawless. And then, in walks Patty Williams. You guys, Patty Williams. I literally cannot even deal with this woman. She just waltzes right up to them with this massive, unhinged, terrifying grin on her face. She is straight up beaming like she just won the lottery, and she looks at Diane and Victor and goes, "How you do? Oh, could this day get any better? I am deceased. I am literally in the grave." The sheer comedic timing of Patty Williams is a psychological masterpiece. Diane's reaction is everything. She just grimaces, a full visceral, full-body cringe. She sighs so heavily you can feel the exhaustion through the screen. And honestly, can you blame her? Patty has been the absolute bane of her existence lately. First the boat incident with Jack, and now she is just hovering around the GCC like a chaotic little storm cloud of bad vibes. And Victor is just sitting there, probably calculating exactly how to use this interaction to his advantage because Victor never does anything without a 12-step plan. But Patty's absolute lack of self-awareness, or maybe it's hyper-awareness and she is just trolling them, is giving me life. I need to know if Diane is going to snap and throw her drink in Patty's face, or if she is going to just sit there and take it. They are officially on my do not proceed list. I am so done with this love triangle from hell. I'm calling it right now. Patty is going to ruin whatever master plan Victor and Diane are cooking up. Okay, hold on. I need to take a sip of my melted iced coffee because my throat is raw from screaming. Wait, where was I? Oh my god. Oh my god. The biggest tea. The absolute world-ending, astronomical stakes tea. If you thought the GCC drama was wild, you need to sit down for this next part because my grip on reality is slipping. Matt Clark is alive. I repeat, Matt Clark is breathing. Besties, when I tell you I had to pause the TV and walk laps around my living room, I am not exaggerating. We all thought Matt Clark was done. We thought Sienna Bacall took him out. The spoilers literally made it seem like Sienna ended his miserable existence after the whole Las Vegas hostage situation. You know, the one where Nick was literally writhing in agony from poison drugs and Adam was hyperventilating trying to save him. Yeah, Sienna definitely thought she killed Matt. But no. The camera pans to the middle of the literal desert. The sun is beating down. It looks like a scene out of a high-octane psychological thriller. And there is a body lying face down in the dirt. And then, his eyes snap open. Matt Clark opens his eyes. I literally stopped breathing. My soul actually left my body and went to the astral plane. He is not dead. He is basically a cockroach that cannot be squashed. The absolute sheer terror of knowing this man is still out there, breathing the same air as the Newman family, is making me physically unwell. He orchestrated the most twisted, sadistic trap for Nick, Sharon, and Noah, and he just gets to wake up in the desert like he took a quick nap. I am genuinely furious. I am throwing things. The next thing we see, this absolute menace is sitting at a table in a random roadside diner. He looks like he has been through a meat grinder, covered in dirt and sweat, but he is sitting there like he owns the place. The sweet, innocent waitress walks up to him and asks if he's okay. Girl, run for your life. Do you know who you are talking to? And Matt, in the most chilling, terrifying, villainous way possible, doesn't even answer her question about his health. Instead, he holds up a room key, and not just any room key, a Genoa City Athletic Club room key. Did I say that yet? He has a GCC key. He looks at the waitress, completely dead-eyed, and asks, "How far am I from this place? I am hyperventilating right now. Send help." He is heading back to Genoa City. He is heading straight for the GCC, where literally everyone else currently is. Kane is getting arrested there. Diana and Victor are plotting there. Patty is being weird there. And now Matt Clark is on his way to turn the entire building into a crime scene. The stakes are astronomical. What is he going to do when he gets there? Is he going after Nick again to finish the job? Is he going after Sharon, Noah, Adam? I'm calling it. The villain arc is about to go nuclear. We are manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update. I cannot handle the gravity of these events. I am physically unwell. This show is my entire personality now, and I am not okay. I am going to be obsessively refreshing my feeds until we find out what Matt does when he walks through those revolving doors. Okay, I have to go finish my errands before I literally pass out from the stress. Bye, besties.